I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair. Some of the...
Welcome to the Scorcher Report, news that burns. I'm Rich Gary.
And I'm Rafael. Pedro Santa Cruz is off this week, scouting ponies for the upcoming Kentucky Derby. It's April 12th, and we're coming to you live from our studio in downtown Tucson.
You know, Pedro's got a real gambling problem. Oh, I just said that out loud.
Oh, that's all right. He won't hear. He's too busy looking at ponies.
Yeah, he doesn't watch this show. He doesn't watch this show.
Who does watch this
His life's in shambles.
I've never seen this show.
Oh, yeah. I am very narcissistic.
Yeah, no.
Well, medieval times, the dinner theater restaurant themed after the Middle Ages announced that they're building one of their castles outside of Phoenix. The restaurant will feature knights, jousting, sword fights, and medieval style four-course meals. The company researched many states to build their latest castle, but ultimately chose Arizona because our teacher pay is comparable to teacher pay in the Middle Ages. We also have the bubonic plague, and we're famous for our many feudal warlords.
There's a lot of warlords.
Yeah, this is a red state.
I've seen them do a couple scalpings myself.
A couple what?
A couple scalpings.
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 Oh my gosh.
Yes, especially Joe Arpaio. He's a little thin on top, so he has to get his own hair.
Oh, yeah. I don't have the stomach to watch that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me neither. AZ Merit testing begins this month, and local schools are helping students prepare for the test in an effort to improve scores from last year's poor overall performance. Experts recommend a few strategies for success on the test, including reducing stress at home, staying positive, and not being a complete dumbass. If you are stupid, do not dial down the center and bubble in all C's. And for God's sakes, copy off the nearest smart kid. Obviously.
That's good advice.
Yes.
That's how you made it through?
I never finished high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Arizona Gives Day was last Tuesday, and local nonprofits asked Arizona to donate and invest in Arizona. Since 2013, over $10 million has been raised for Arizona charities on this special day of giving. There are over 1,000 charities to give to, so be generous, but please do not give them any of your opinions. Your opinions are worthless. You are asked instead to donate your opinions in the form of pithy comments and memes to your Facebook feed, so all of your friends can be annoyed.
You know, I'm a big fan of memes myself.
You're a big fan of memes?
Yes, I'm all over the memes, as one would say.
We all love memes.
Yes.
America and memes.
And hot dogs.
And hot dogs.
And meme-based hot dogs. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey is sending 225 National Guards to the border to help the Border Patrol after President Trump ordered the move. Soon after, Texas announced that they would send 250 National Guard troops, which caused Ducey to say that he would send 9,000 troops and then go down to the border wall and build the wall himself. Later that day, Ducey showed up with 6 Boy Scouts and claimed that the rest were on their way. That's a lot of Boy Scouts.
That's not enough Boy Scouts to build a wall. You're going to need at least 8 Boy Scouts.
8 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Arizona House passed a bill this week that requires women in the state to provide a reason why they got an abortion. Since the law was passed, most women have said that they had an abortion to prevent their child from becoming an Arizona legislator. Bam!
That's a very good reason.
Arizona legislator slam. Bam!
Abortion-based Arizona legislator slam.
Got him.
Niche joke.
Yeah. That joke is for just these people.
The son of Arizona Senator Jeff Flake is opening back up a case that accuses former Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio of harassment. Arpaio allegedly accused Austin Flake of animal cruelty after a group of dogs died in his care after the air conditioner broke. Arpaio reportedly said, "You know, I expect that kind of treatment from Mexicans, but a golden retriever, what a monster."
Well, now it's time to take a break to bring you a word from our sponsors. Today's show is sponsored by Tetro's Rubber Zuckies, the only rubber-coated digital replica of Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Need a buddy to invent the next big thing? or to spout babbling aphorisms in your ear, look no further than a Tetro rubber Zucky. Available in gray, lighter gray, and now available in Senate testimony, navy blue. Exciting.
It is exciting. I'd love to get one of those in my own house.
Oh, yes, yes. They're very helpful. They can show you how to change your privacy settings. And, well, that's honestly about it.
Put it right next to the toaster. Just
Yes.
Rubber Zucky. Now we're going to move on to national and international news. Last weekend, 67-year-old art collector Todd Brassner was killed when a fire broke out on his 50th floor apartment in Trump Tower. Officials later concluded that the fire spread because the building did not have sprinklers and the smoke detectors didn't work. Responding to the fire, President Trump says that he honestly thinks he would have run in and saved Brassner, mostly because it's cheaper than installing a sprinkler system. Is that true? I have to crunch the numbers on that. Get it's Cindy or whatever her name is from accounting.
Cindy!
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 She has a calculator, doesn't she?
God, she's never here when you need her.
Yeah.
Hungary re-elected President Viktor Orban, who has been criticized for anti-immigration and anti-Muslim views, and who has been dubbed the Donald Trump of Europe. Orban defended his anti-Muslim attitude, saying that the country's constitution stipulates that Hungary is to eat turkey. Orban also said that the country must protect itself from Italy, who plans to, quote, get hungry.
It's lunchtime.
I'm so hungry. Cindy!
Where is Cindy?
Cindy!
Gosh, lunch and calculators. The two things she never comes for. Well, the Trump administration's economic advisor, Larry Kudlow, criticized Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg for wearing hoodies and dungarees in an interview with CNN. Kudlow then went on to attack Majority Leader Mitch McConnell for his, quote, lumpy dad jeans. Lumpy dad jeans. And then went after the hairstyle of Representative Trey Gowdy, who he said looks like a divorced dad who was caught banging his babysitter. Kudlow has reportedly been taped to host next year's Oscar red carpet fashion special. That's happened to me a couple times.
That's happened to you?
Yes, I don't even have kids.
Oh man, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
New face filters on Instagram today. This is my favorite one so far. Nice job, team.
To respond to Kudlow's remarks is Mark Zuckerberg, fresh from 37 hours of Senate testimony. Mark, welcome. All right. Thanks for coming here.
Thanks for having me. It's great to finally get to relax, let my hair down, not have to sit in front of the senators. Those guys are lame city. Not cool like you guys.
Well, that's really nice that you think that we're cool. That's
Definitely.
very nice of you.
I watch your show every week, and I'm always like, why can't I be like those guys?
Okay, well, hey, if you want to trade places, that's cool with me.
Can we? I need just for the next few weeks.
No, I mean, I don't think that's physically possible, for one thing. And also, you're testifying in front of the Senate. I'm pretty sure they would know that I'm not Mark Zuckerberg.
That's true. Never mind. Testifying is a drag, though. I mean, did you see me on that thing? No, I don't know anything. Did you hear me?
So did you know that Facebook users were being tracked?
Who is this guy? Is he a senator?
No, this is Raphael. He's filling in for Pedro. You know that guy's got all kinds of issues.
You sure you're not a senator?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I definitely know about anything. I knew you were going to ask that question before you even asked it. I'm Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, and I know everything. The senator that questioned me, Patrick Leahy. I know for a fact that he watches tentacle porn. I almost called him out at the hearing. Would have been the only the second time tentacle porn was discussed on C-SPAN.
Tentacle porn?
So, do you know what I like to watch?
I sure do.
I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know if you could just invade people's privacy like that, man.
You like Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yeah, I really like Kendrick Lamar, like a lot.
I'm gonna get you a couple tickets for that.
Okay, well, thanks. I guess if I'm gonna get concert tickets out of it, you can totally invade my privacy.
See, you guys are too uptight. I just want to know everything about you. I want to know everyone.
Well, that's a lot of people, Mark. There's 7 billion people in the world. Like, why do you want to know everyone?
Because I eventually want to take over the world, create everything in my own image. Nothing major. It's best if you leave everything to Zuck.
Why do you think you'd be good at running the world?
I'm 35, have more money than God, and I still look like a kid on the verge of puberty. I'm doing something right. Plus, I was able to convince 87 million Americans to give me their personal information so they could find out which Sex and the City character they are. Speaking of which, are you more of a Samantha or a Carrie?
Ooh, I love it when people ask me this.
Yeah, I'd say I'm more of a Samantha. Wait a minute, you're trying to get information out of me, aren't you?
I'm more of a Carrie.
I'm just trying to get to know you, Raphael.
No, thank you.
Who likes the band Train, the movie Hard Rain, and rapper Gucci Mane.
How did you know that?
I'm more of a Carrie.
Like I was saying, move fast and break things. Unless you're breaking stuff.
What's going on?
You're not moving fast enough.
You weren't saying that.
The biggest risk is not taking any risk. 50 million users per day. We have the ability to change the world. We are our own philosopher's stone.
Yeah, Brendan, you got here just in time. So Raphael killed Zuckerberg.
No. This isn't Mark Zuckerberg.
That's Mark Zuckerberg. Brendan.
No. This isn't Mark Zuckerberg. You think he would come on this show? Come on.
Ooh.
This is a rubber Zucky.
What?
Rubber Zucky. Don't tell me you didn't do the commercial.
I didn't pay attention to anything. I just read.
We totally did. It's just, yeah.
No clue. No.
Okay.
He wasn't paying attention.
Well,
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Well, rubber Zuckies are Mark Zuckerberg digital clones. Although this one doesn't look anything like him. I had to put the shirt on him. He came with red leather. He looked like Eddie Murphy in Raw. You know what he looks like? Pete.
You mean Pedro?
No. We must be thinking of someone different.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I got you, Zuck. I'm glad you're here. I was wondering, how do you make money off of fake news? Because I've been trying to get rich off this, and we've got like 50 views on YouTube. I spent $18,000 on advertising just in Omaha, Nebraska last week. I'm taking a
Why
bath.
Omaha?
It was this plan I had to go city by city to invest a lot of money in each city, and I was really high on coke when I had the idea. So, yeah.
Do you know any Russians?
Ooh.
No, that's what everyone's been telling me. Talk to the Russians, talk to the Russians. I don't know any Russians. People who say, the Russians are coming, the Russians are coming. Where are the Russians? I don't know one Russian.
Have you tried going to Russia?
So you're saying visit Russia and I'll meet Russians?
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, Brendan, your trust fund is showing.
Okay. Well, where do I go?
You know what?
In Russia? Do I just go in the middle of the country or?
I'll come with you.
Ooh, hey. That sounds good. All right, perfect. All right, guys. I'm gonna be gone for a few weeks. I'm gonna go to Russia with this poorly made Mark Zuckerberg robot clone. So is that cool? You guys gonna be all right? Or
I think we'll be fine.
without your leader around? You sure?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
You don't really do that much.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Zuck, going to Russia. Let's dish these losers. Ah! Come on.
Now it's time to move on to national and international news. This week, Education Secretary Betsy DeVos ripped the Oklahoma teachers' strike that shut down the state school system for nearly 2 weeks. DeVos said that the teachers should, quote, serve the students, and says that she thinks we need to stay focused on what's right for the kids. The following day, DeVos announced that she'll now allow financial aid companies to collect fingers and toes from students who default on their debt, calling it the, quote, right thing to do.
Eye for an eye.
Dude, I need my fingies.
How will I do finger things without fingers?
Yeah.
Toe things. I need those. South Carolina Democrats are requesting an investigation after Congressman Ralph Norman reportedly took out a loaded gun during a meeting in his district. Norman also came under fire for saying, quote, I'm not going to be Gabby Giffords, referencing the Arizona congressman who was shot. However, many of the attendees of the meeting were not alarmed by the gun and said that Norman has calmed down since last year, when Norman wore a hockey mask and brandished a chainsaw at a children's fundraiser. I mean, kids, they like the scary movies, don't they?
That Gabby Giffords remark was a low blow.
It was.
The low blow.
Very, just on the ground low.
FBI agents raided the home of President Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, this week in preparation for an allegation of fraud and improper campaign finances. Agents also requested information about Cohen's possession of 3 taxi medallions. Cohen said that he did nothing wrong, but was just planning his next career after he's inevitably disbarred.
It's nice to plan for the future.
You got to plan ahead, you know?
401k, plan for getting disbarred.
Mm-hmm. Always make sure that you check the expiration date before you eat your yogurt.
Yogurt, it's important. Former Republican Speaker of the House, John Boehner, will travel the country this election season in support of Republican candidates for the House. Boehner says that he hopes to talk with constituents about the issues, but will probably spend most of his time explaining to people that his name isn't pronounced John Boehner, and that no, he doesn't know Stormy Daniels. Have you met Stormy Daniels?
No.
She's quite nice.
That guy's name is Boner.
Yeah. Her last name is Daniels. Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Fox News host Lou Dobbs released a poll about whether President Trump should fire special counsel Robert Mueller, who is investigating Russian election interference. Dobbs was clearly trying to prove that Trump should fire Mueller, but when the poll backfired on him, 75% of people said that Trump shouldn't fire the special counsel. Dobbs later released another poll asking, would you rather die of chlorella or have President Trump fire Robert Mueller? 66% voted for chlorella.
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 Cholera.
Cholera. Cholera?
Cholera greens. Collard greens.
I thought it was chlorella.
That sounds like a hooker.
Cholera.
Cholera.
Cholera. What's cholera? It's an infection of some. It's got to be an infection there.
I thought it was a.
Cindy.
Cholera.
Never around these people. Well, now it's time to go to one of our specialists, the weather specialist, Kim Sunny Burnham, for the 5-day Tucson forecast. Sunny, take it away. Wait, it's over. She's over here.
Oh, hey.
Wait, where? It's set Studio 3 over here. Kim, there she is.
Oh.
Okay, I'm here. Okay. Hi, Tucson. It's me, Kim. Kim Sunny Burnham with your 5-day forecast, brought to you by Tetros Tanning Towels. The only towels outfitted with certified non-organic tanning oils. Legal disclosure though, the oils are toxic, so don't hold them too close to your body for more than 15 seconds at a time. That's like toxic like my ex-boyfriend's lovemaking. Okay, let's get into it because tomorrow the clouds are rolling in, and no, I don't mean about that impending eviction. That won't happen until Monday. But tomorrow we'll be in the low 70s with clouds aplenty. But don't worry because the sun will come out on Saturday. You can bet your bottom dollar, and it's just gonna be just lovely in the high 70s. A perfect day for a hike or a bike ride or a Percocet binge, followed by a nap in your car, or followed by a good purge off the Rattlesnake Bridge. So don't walk under the bridge between 4 and let's say around 7 p.m., okay? Sunday, once again, lives up to its name because you're gonna be drenched in the UV rays that will probably give you skin cancer someday. But until then, yay, sun! Yay! Then on Monday, it's gonna be partly cloudy. Hey! It's gonna be cloudy like my moon. Where's Pedro?
Yeah, she's talking to you. She does this every day.
Oh, okay. Hey, he's taking the day. Hey, he's looking for ponies, I believe.
A pony? For me?
Yeah, I think so. You get a pony?
I get a pony? It's about time. Anywho, we've got clouds on Mondays, high 90s. You get it. Did you hear that I'm getting a pony? I'm so excited. I'm gonna name her Lizzie, after my favorite serial killer. Oh, so on Tuesday, the sun will be back again, and I'm gonna be riding my pony into the sunset and enjoying the temperatures in the mid-80s. I can't wait! Finally, on Wednesday, we got one more day of sun in the high 80s. It's gonna be gorgeous. Except that on Wednesday, Lizzie's gonna develop an intestinal infection and die out in our desert on our ride. And the prompter stopped. My whole life just sucks. I can't even read it anymore. My pony's dead and the clouds are out. And I'm really thirsty. Will I escape? You'll have to find out next week because that's your 5-day forecast. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kim. All right, now on to Royal News.
Royal News. After months of speculation, the Obamas announced that they won't be attending the upcoming royal wedding of Prince Henry and Meghan Markle. According to reports, Obama won't attend because either he's busy orchestrating a union between the Illuminati and Beelzebub, or he has a sore throat. One and the same, I'd say. I mean, have you ever had a sore throat? Sounds like you're trying to communicate with demons.
I will be attending the royal wedding. Republicans reportedly spent twice as much as Democrats on dining out at Washington, D.C. restaurants. Republicans also said that their expenses were so high due to Paul Ryan's demand to eat a live baby at least twice a week.
Wow. Twice a week?
Yeah, I feel like it's probably way more.
Yeah. I mean, you can't just eat one live baby.
Once you start eating live babies, I hear
Yeah.
it's the only thing that really satisfies you.
Yeah. After Congress passed a bill to combat online sex trafficking, it was announced that Craigslist would take down their personal section. Now, we'll never know if the bi dude looking for a muscular guy who has rank farts will ever find their true love. Just a tragedy.
That's a tragedy. I'm
Tragedy.
sure some other form or outlet or like service will arise.
Yeah. Rank fart list.
Yeah, rank
Perhaps.
fart list. The app.
Yeah.
Swipe left if you want. Walmart announced that they would stop stocking Cosmopolitan magazines on checkout shelves after receiving pressure from an anti-pornography group. Walmart says that it will also take down issues of Home and Garden because they show titillating images of squash, and O magazine because female orgasms are a sin.
I don't think female orgasms exist, to be honest.
I've never seen one.
No, not even close.
Not even close for me either.
Although there was that famous footage back in the day, you know.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
like videos, but never in real life.
Never in real life.
Never in real life.
Yeah. 70 children working in a jewelry factory were rescued from inhumane conditions in India after 2 children were seen wandering around a bus station. Police said that the children are all safe and looking quite elegant.
Positive spin to a sad story. The Border Patrol was shown to have dumped an injured and mentally ill man over the Mexican border in a video obtained by ABC News. The Border Patrol claims that it dropped the man over the border because he'd be more likely to afford health care in Mexico.
That's where I get all my dental work done.
That's where I get my dental work too. We should carpool.
Yeah, I got some spinners on my wisdom teeth. It's pretty cool.
You got spinners in your wisdom teeth? Oh man, mine have hydraulics
Oh,
to help me eat.
it's convenient. Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, announced that he wouldn't seek re-election in November. Ryan says he's taking time off to enjoy his family and to reprise the role of Eddie Munster in the upcoming Netflix reboot of The Munsters. Now I could do that. I actually sent an audition.
To Netflix?
Yes, for the Munster spinoff. You notice?
And did they tell you to stop emailing them?
Yeah, it turns out it wasn't even Netflix. It was
It was Nutflix.
Nutflix. Yeah, completely different.
Nutflix.
Yeah.
Well, this has been the Scorcher Report on Creative Tucson. Channel 20.
Channel 20.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Remember to like, share, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. If you've got a hot news tip for us, good for you. Stay creative, Tucson.
Bye.
You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair.